Emma, thank you so much for talking to us from White Spa. Can you please tell me, just first off, what is floating?
Okay, so basically floating, you are in a pod that contains 500 kilos of Epsom salts and magnesium sulfate.
500 kilos?
It becomes a saline solution which is heated to skin temperature. So one of the aspects of the therapy is sensory deprivation, which means that when you go into the pod, your senses are not being stimulated at all. So that means you want the water to be at body temperature so that your brain is not having to compute any change in temperature between your body and the water. You're floating in darkness, preferably. You can choose to have the lights on or off, but you will get the most out of therapy if you float in darkness, because your body then doesn't have to compute anything, which then means that all of its energy can go in towards healing and be devoted into healing and restoration. You're healing when you're asleep, and you're healing when you're in a deep REM restorative sleep. So what's going on with most New Zealanders these days is they're really magnesium deficient. So that's really common. And one of the first warning signs that you are magnesium deficient is you're having trouble getting to sleep. You're feeling anxious. You're having broken sleep, just light sleep, and you're waking up and just sleeping in really short cycles and dreaming a lot as well. And so if that's going on, then you're actually not getting into that restorative deep sleep.
Which is healing on a cellular level, right?
That's healing your body. That's your body going, I'm in an environment where I'm so safe that I'm not in fight and flight mode, I'm in healing mode. I can now restore. I don't need to use my energy for anything else, but just restoration.
What are the things that magnesium is important for in the body?
Everything. It is one of the most important minerals, and it's so underrated and overlooked. And shifting and elevating your magnesium levels can just make such a shift in your health and your life. One, by shifting, when you're sleeping properly, your life changes. That in itself,
any mother will tell you that.
Anxiety and depression. It's to do with weight loss, fluid retention, mental clarity. The list goes on. I could sit here all day because it is so important, and it's a real foundation. And if that's missing, then everything sort of starts to get out of whack, and we just start going backwards. And from the day you're born, there's nowhere where you can escape and shut down all of those senses and just be and go within yourself, apart from deep meditation. But that requires dedication, and you actually have to learn how to meditate. Not a lot of people can just on their first time hit it.
How does the flotation tank do that to a person?
Okay, so you hop into the pod, you close the lid down, you get comfortable, and as soon as you feel comfortable, you turn the light off.
And are you kind of just drifting around,
normally you're kind of like sitting up at the stage, and I always say to turn the light off and then just lie back. And because of the high salinity value, like the water to salt ratio, you will literally just lie back and pop up.
So in the flotation tank, there's literally only like this much water.
It's about this much water.
Yeah.
And you'll pop up to the surface, float, and then you're in a near zero gravity environment. You're in darkness. There's 10 minutes of music just to help you to relax and get into that meditative state, and then that fades off, and then you float in silence for 50 minutes. And then at the end, the music alerts you, brings you back into consciousness by coming back on slowly, and the float's finished.
Correct.
What you do in that time is your choice. You can use it to do whatever you like. You can sleep. It's completely safe to sleep. That's a real misconception. A lot of people think to get the benefits from it that you need to go in there and just let go and sleep. And it's true that 1 hour is equivalent to 5 to 8 hours of deep sleep. But that's not 1 hour of sleep in the pod. That's just 1 hour of being in the pod. You can be completely awake. That's no problem. You'll still get the same benefits.
So who and what is floating really good for?
Okay, so floating's good for everybody. Of course, I'm going to say that because it is. But the main reasons why people come in and float is for anxiety and stress, depression, fibromyalgia. We get a lot of people coming in with fibromyalgia. A lot of people going through chemotherapy are choosing to float because of the detoxification effects of it. Although gentle, it does trigger detoxification in the body. We've had quite a few women that have come in that have lost breasts, that are coming in to sort of, because they've been told that through the float you can really reconnect with your body. Right. And communicate and get in touch with it again.
That's amazing.
So that's been really interesting. A lot of pregnant women. It's amazing for pregnancy.
Wow.
And the mums, I didn't find out about floating until after I'd had my children. I wish I'd known about it. But it's just that feeling of weightlessness for a pregnant woman.
Yeah, it must be.
Because when you're pregnant, you just feel like concrete. You feel heavy. Gravity is working against you. It's not your friend. So you can just still relax and be in a weightless environment is amazing, they reckon.
So cool.
And they say that they can talk and communicate with their baby, they can hear the heartbeat, they just reckon it's beautiful, and I'm sure it is. So a lot of pregnant women, a lot of athletes, we get a lot of athletes in for injury prevention and for rehab and recovery. We have people coming in with depression, real high stress and anxiety issues, ADHD adults. You come to all sorts of things in that tank, and then your magnesium levels elevate, and that can shift, and that helps depression big time.
And it has a massive effect on cortisol and
yes,
stuff, right?
It does.
Which is your stress
exactly.
hormones.
It brings all your stress hormones down. It starts pumping all your feel-good hormones in the body. Floating once a week is amazing.
Right.
Amazing. Once a year is better than never at all. Once a month, awesome. You don't really want to be spreading it out longer than a month because you can't, because magnesium is accumulative and a month is really long time between floats. So you're going a step forward and a step back. But they're popping up everywhere, and I think that's amazing. I welcome it. I don't see it as competition. I see it as the more people floating, the better. That's why I did this. I want people floating. It changes communities. It can change cities. The ripple effect of someone when they walk out after a float, they're always smiling. And when you go out onto the street and you're smiling, you're spreading love, you're spreading a good vibe, and that can affect other people. If you see someone smiling, it makes you want to smile. If you see someone walking around like this, it brings you down.
Yeah.
So one by one, I want to change things. I can't do it alone, so we have to have other centres.
We'll help you.
We have to have other